Amy's app. We're gonna see if there's a Rasmus ban here. I mean, again, I talked about this last game, but it's a little bit of ego of, do you think you're the better Rasmus, or do you think that you should ban Rasmus? Looks like
after that last game, I think. Oh, I don't know actually, because remember, like ZINNIAAA's Rasmus, I believe that was during that upper bracket final. I think you want to ban it away, but no, it's actually going to be the 3Zs that ban the Rammus, not wanting to deal with Lunirs.
Yeah, now the rune comes out. They were banning this earlier in the winners finals, and it's allowed through this time. We'll see if Lunirs is able to cook with it, but Drakar gets through because they went for the Zentaro ban over their usual Jakar ban.
Yeah, I think the Drakar Julia forwards is going to be something that's going to be quite terrifying to come up against. Especially considering before how well those two forwards were able to control the pitch last time around. Torrchi as well, though, able to get their Juliet. They've become, pretty much that's been their main. Kruha back on the Kai. Not going to be taking the Dubu this time around. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but I guess you kind of want maybe a little bit more spacing with the projectiles. Either way, here we go. Opening Awakening. Stacks on stacks on stacks for the 3Zs. Specialized training for the entirety of the Dubu Hunters. I've never seen it split 50-50 like this.
Yeah, split 50-50 here, and Zena is able to get the goal gate really early on. Torrchi wants to get this advantage. Kira is playing in the midfield. He's playing really aggressively, and it seems to be working out so far. Kira trying to clear. Lunirs can't get it through Zralia just yet, but the Giga Blast finds the kill. Specialized training Giga Blast is a monster in this midfield. Now, they have to get it past Zralia's there, and they do. Torrchi now just looking for the dash punch and just hits the punch. No need for the dash.
Yeah, Torrchi played that one super well. Zenasis not really getting the help. I mean, it looked like they were hoping for the pass up to ZINNIAAA. Just weren't able to connect on it. Zralia losing all those stacks, and this is why the specialized training is going to be big. I think, this, at least this first set, is going to be so determined on whether or not we're going to see the KOs coming from the likes of the Dubu Hunters, just shutting down that speed and getting rid of that advantage. And, well, we've already seen two KOs already on this goal.
Kara is forward. He is literally playing second forward. Lunirs is playing the goalie role right now, trying to get it forward. Nice! Giga Blast finds the kill, and Torrchi is able to finish it off. 2 goals. Dubu Hunters look dominant in this.
So, we've seen Kruha go to this Kai pick quite frequently throughout this event. And I have to admit, I think he's great on everything, but the Kai has not been as impressive as the Dubu has been until this set. Kruha just finding KOs, finding the pressure, again, still playing forward like they've kind of been known to do. And look at the core flip agents winning that game of chicken. Something has happened between the winners final and now. Kruha elevating their gameplay as goodbye ZINNIAAA. Torrchi gets the KO.
Yeah, Lunirs just core flips and hits it up. Absolute domination from Dubu Hunters. They're barely even having a goalie in their net, and they're just winning.
That was insane, and a super quick first set right there. Of course, Kruha, with those KOs and the offensive pressure they provided, they're going to get first pick.
You should take hot shot here.
Quick
strikes. Yeah, and now either means Juliet gets built different or 1-2 punch, and Juliet has 1-2 now, and that is so much more powerful.
Oh my gosh, Torrchi it's going to be terrifying. You got the 1-2 punch, you got the empowered specials. This is looking pretty similar to the last time we went to Amy's app, but if you remember then, it took a while for Torrchi to really get awake in this one. Well, now they're going to be going. I do like the stagger swagger on Zralia on the other side. I think that's going to be needed because you can see Torrchi going right in their face straight away.
I mean, I actually disagree, but we'll have to see. ZINNIAAA does get the goal gate really early on. Torrchi wants to get this forward. Lunirs is on the bot side, able to keep it forward. Torrchi is trying to find an angle, trying to find a angle for the dash punch, not able to. But Kira is playing so far forward, and he's just winning the strike points. Zralia not able to find the goal just yet, but they find the kill onto Torrchi.
We see Kruha trying to do something below. The anomaly use actually able to create that space. There is the core flip as it goes along the bottom. And another anomaly puts the pressure. Not able to find it just yet. See Torrchi versus ZINNIAAA. And, well, nothing able to break it down yet. So the 3Zs a lot better. Holding the kill. The double anomaly gets rid of the goalkeeper. Now ZINNIAAA is probably going to have to play that more defensive role. Zralia not able to get as forward as they would like. And The Stagger Swagger not being put to use until they're out there brawling, and they're not really going to want to brawl when it's power play against them. Torrchi gets the KO as well from nearly full Stagger. I guess that's why you disagreed, as Lunirs isn't able to get to the barrier just yet. Second time's the charm.
Yeah, hits it around that Tofu Fortress, and now trying to get this through. Kira trying to hit this forward, just trying to find the pass. Nice dodge from the dash punch. They get it forward. ZINNIAAA does have core, but nice double banish. Buys some time, but Torrchi isn't using it to get core pressure. They're waiting to actually find a good angle here. Torrchi waiting for this Dubu Hunter. The Giga almost finds it, just barely not. Good save. Now ZINNIAAA going forward with the core flip. Torrchi, oh, the core flip whizzes from ZINNIAAA, but they still get the goal with the lock and load.
I want to see that one in slow motion, because it almost looked like Kruha was the one who striked it in. But yeah, ZINNIAAA, great effort right there. Able to sneak one through. Finally, the 3Zs get one on the board. They're going to be looking for a nice cheeky little cross-up right there. The barrage keeps the barrier safe for now as Torrchi gets right over ZINNIAAA, and the Giga Blast secures the KO.
Yeah, Torrchi just able to 100-0 with the help of the Giga Blast. Now trying to hit this forward. Torrchi almost has core flip. They're trying to get this goal gate. Torrchi now does have core flip, but so does Zenasis. Pops it. Doesn't actually save it though. Still loses the goal barrier. Now ZINNIAAA almost dies, but still doesn't. The Giga Blast comes in, gets ZINNIAAA staggered. Torrchi wants to get the kill. Lunirs playing in the midfield, trying to have this advantage. Torrchi doesn't get the dash punch and gets killed by the Dubu dash.
Now it's a big time moment because the barrier is going to go down, and the 3Zs set up the core flip. ZINNIAAA late on the lock and load, can't force it in. Missed opportunity for the side as the Giga Blast nearly brings it back the other way. I haven't seen Kruha miss with those Giga Blasts yet. Torrchi already all over Zralia. Bit of a core flip up top for Lunirs, who's going to jump down low. Tries to set up the anomaly wall. Doesn't quite work. Big battle, but Kruha with the core flip barely makes the save.
Now Torrchi in the 1v1 trying to find it. But the Giga Blast finds the kill. Torrchi trying to find it. Can't find it with a dash punch. Now up to Lunirs. Lunirs trying to hit it forward. Anomaly a little interesting here, but Barrage gets it forward to Torrchi. Torrchi with the dash hits it.
Yeah, that was a little brutal. Self-pass into the Phoenix kicks, puts it in. And Zenasis, and I was faked out a little bit right there. And again, I got to go back to sort of the things I was saying about before. Like, where is the pressure from Zralia and ZINNIAAA? That was how they won that first series against them. They were able to shut down Lunirs and Torrchi. And I think the big difference, not to keep breaking a broken record, but those Giga Blasts from Kruha have been coming at such pivotal moments that they've been flipping the midfield momentum back in favor of the Dubu Hunters. So you got to be careful of that cooldown timer. You got to be tracking it, and you need a goal right now if you're the 3Zs. That cross-up should be enough to put it in, yet Kruha plays it patiently. Giga Blast can't get it past ZINNIAAA.
Yeah, now ZINNIAAA is also staggered. Oh,
no!
Zralia not able to score that. Kruha is just holding it down. Barrage keeps time now. Torrchi is looking for ZINNIAAA. Lunirs has an anomaly. Can't really find much here. Torrchi is a little low. Kira has core flip. Giga Blast to clear. Core flip to clear. Gets it forward. Torrchi gets found out by Zralia. Now they have to keep it for 10 seconds on the Juliet. Adding himself. Flamethrower comes in and they get the goal.
Yeah, see, here's the thing though. The second the KOs stop for the side of the Dubu Hunters, that's when we get to see the 3Zs get activated. All three of them on 100 stacks. All three of them now starting to use that movement speed to be even more evasive. That's the win condition for this blue side, and they're using it quite well. I love this Spanish, though. Goodbye, ZINNIAAA. There goes the speed, and again, it's going to be a big advantage, an even bigger one with the second KO for the side of the Hunters.
And Zenasis goes way far forward, loses his goal barrier, but buys time for his forwards to respawn. Now, Torrchi trying to find an angle here, trying to get a dash punch, trying to get forward, but ZINNIAAA is keeping it forward. Dash punch, Lunirs doesn't die there. The anomaly just scores it. Doesn't have the strike in time, and it's 2-2 in the set.
Yeah, it's the KOs. They're so important in this matchup. You get two, you get the goal, and here's the thing. Only 14 stacks on ZINNIAAA, only 12 on Zralia. The advantage is going to carry over to this goal as well. So even though it was set point for the 3Zs, you have to be leaning on the advantage going in the Hunters right here.
Yeah, here, Lunirs barely lives there. The dash punch was just not angled right. Yeah, just playing so far forward. ZINNIAAA is almost staggered. No, Torrchi is now on the receiving end of that damage. Core flip comes out, doesn't actually find anything, and the core flip is used to kill Torrchi. Now the goal barrier finally goes down. Zralia
There it is.
Forces this in.
Well done. Advantages against him, but again, when those two forwards start clicking, Zralia able to force the issue. I did like the use of the core flip in the back line to get the KO as well. That's how you have to turn it back. So well done to the 3Zs. They tie this set back up, and oh boy, I'm seeing a primetime available. I'm seeing, you know, Glass Cannon fire up. A lot of good selections, but obviously primetime has to go first.
Yeah, so actually Glass Cannon is really big for Kira, but he wants to go with the Twin Drive. Orb Replicator, I don't believe... Oh, Timeless Creation is... It's a little interesting. It will give a little more size and a little more power to these anomalies. Looks like Fire Up. I don't know how he gets Fire Up being so late in the draft.
Yeah,
Torrchi gets a very big power pick.
Yeah, even more energy at the round start, so that means faster, you know, special cooldown eventually, and that's going to be scary to watch, but, well, not cooldown, like faster use, I guess, of the core flip. Either way, doesn't matter. Zarelia's already gone. Loomis and Kruha playing so far for Kruha now has to race back again, has all that, you know, time in the world to get back there with the KO. Lunis tries to get it around
for Zralia to get back up. I mean, right there is basically just Lunis' pillar not fully forming. Now trying to get the goal barrier, does get it. Trying to get the goal. The pillar lasts for a little longer. Torrchi trying to find the angle, and they do.
Torrchi has just been sniping these shots when it all comes down to it. Good job fighting that top side. Stacks building, though, quite quickly on the other side. So keep our eyes, you know, as the set gets longer, we should be seeing more and more aggression coming from the team in blue. This is typically when they will turn it around, you'd have to think. And you can see going straight after Torrchi, but Torrchi wins the duel, gets the KO.
Oh, and Lunirs gets the goal gate in response. Torrchi has core flip here. Uses it, passes up to Kira, and Kira trying to finally slot it. Barely not. Zena respawns, and Torrchi punches it in.
I love, again, Kruha not only being the most forward member, but being the most forward member on the opposite side of the pitch, just standing alone in the opposite corner. I mean, hey, it's another target to pass to, and it works. The aggression, the Giga Blast off the go. Like, it's just been great to watch, but here comes the return the other way. Core flip, not enough to force the issue barrier stay standing.
Yeah, and Torrchi keeps this forward, and Lunirs gets the orb. Heals back up here. Nice banish. Trying to find the kill. Does find the kill. Really good kill from Lunirs now. Here, trying to get it forward. Trying to get the kill on the Dubu, and Dubu's dead. Core flip was not used now. Trying to get the goal barrier. Zena is actually keeping it down so far, but the anomaly hits it. Now, core flip from the goalie, playing forward, and he passes it to Rune. Just the amount of space that the goalie's taking up is insane.
Well, here we go, though. There's actually going to be a chance to bring him back. I mean, no goal keep, yes, but also got rid of, you know, one of those annoying forces in that Juliet. Zralia can't get to that barrier. Kruha, again, able to defend it, and Torrchi is back. And beelining, well, what's beelining straight for Zralia is going to look to finish off the KO. Power play in favor of the Hunters. Giga Blast not enough for the goal.
Yeah, and the barrage clears it. Oh, but Lunirs gets found out by that Molten Bolt. Kira does have core flip though, hits it down, core flip comes out. Zena is able to get the goal gate, 2 seconds on Lunirs.
No!
But Kira's able to save Lunirs' backup. Flamethrower comes out, Lunirs saves. Anomaly saves again, but Kira with the Giga Blast. Unfortunate angle, goes for Zralia and hits the goal in himself.
Yeah, well, there's the own goal. You have to have one, right? Like, that's the rule. Get one own goal per series or something like that. I don't know. Point is, it's still set point in favor of the Hunters, but a chance to bring it back, although that banish means bad news. No, the anomaly actually misses ZINNIAAA. Fortunate to survive that, and as long as ZINNIAAA is standing, you have to feel like there could be a chance. Yet Torrchi has already found the KO. Kruha misses with the Giga Blast. Doesn't matter. Torrchi can't hit the barrier. I thought that special would have been enough.
Yeah, Torrchi now is core flip though, and ZINNIAAA and Zenasis
look how low they are.
Low, and Lunirs just hits it in. I mean, that was really good counterplay by Zralia to stop the banish to secure a kill, but still, Dubu Hunters are 2-1 in this set. I mean, in the series.
Perfect form. Do we see perfect form here for Kruha, or?
Oh no, Orb Dancing. He wants to be faster. He wants to rotate even farther and be punished less.
Okay,
really,
well, yeah,
I really enjoy that.
Yeah, look, if you're going to run to the opposite end of the pitch to steal the opponent's goalkeeper's orbs, you need the speed to get back to your own, right? Like, that just makes sense.
Kira has speed. Perfect form for the Julia is insane pressure, and Castellast will make Banish a kill 90% of the time now. We'll have to see how the Dubu Hunters play this.
This is disgusting. Giga Blast off the word go, by the way. Puts on that immediate pressure, but we are going to see it go back and forth right now. Good wall, but the double banish should lead to a KO. No, Zralia stays standing.
Big elusive, but Torrchi still finds the kill eventually.
How many KOs does Torrchi have? I wish I could like see the live stats right now just to kind of figure out how much damage Torrchi has been able to do. Either way, first goal is going to go their way as well, and 2 away from the first match going in favor of the Hunters.
Kruha is just playing so good, especially on Amy's app with these really aggressive goalie builds. Look at that Giga Blast, almost able to find something here, but no, Zralia trying to find something on the counterplay. Torrchi's trying to defend. Able to get it out. Kira has core flip. Does use it, gets it out. Lunirs trying to get it forward. Pass to Zralia. Zralia has core flip. May want to look for something here. R comes out. Good double elusive, but still finds the kill. Gets banished.
Goodbye. Yes, goodbye, Dubu. This is going to be a little bit awkward. No goalkeeper now for the 3Zs of LGBZ. Zralia down to Zenaria. They're going to play back and forth, and now all of a sudden Lunirs is pressing forward. So too is Kruha. Stays back in that midfield line. Anomaly kept the pressure for the time being. Now the cross-up, but I mean, the Zenasis is back. Doesn't matter. The barrier has fallen. Giga Blast does not quite make contact. Lunirs actually stunned by the lock and load, which means the pressure's going to continue. Yet somehow Kruha saved the barrier. Don't know how he did that. Not once, but twice.
What a play! Now Lunirs trying to find this. Torrchi goes for the kill instead of the goal. He probably could have got a goal there, but that's beside the point. Double banish, and Lunirs scores it.
Oh, you can't defend against this team. When they start clicking, it is non-stop. The Hunters, they have hit grand final form, 1 goal away from taking the first match in this best of 3. And the 3Zs, they're going to have to dig deep to come out of this one. It's just been too much aggression, too much force in their face.
Yeah, Lunirs' room really pulls the comp together, allows Kira to play really far aggressively. Here, Torrchi almost gets found out, but he's still alive despite being stacked. Lunirs wants to get the clear here. Giga Blast can't really get the clear. They finally get the goal gate with the dash punch from Zralia.
There we go.
Now, ZINNIAAA gets the goal. Finally, it's been a while since LGBZ has had anything on the board, and they get a goal here.
It feels like LGBZ, they do better when they're able to create space for themselves, when they're able to play the angles right now, which is such the antithesis from what we saw from them before. But like, these pass plays have been the best bet for them. It's when things get tight and squishy, where we've actually really been seeing Lunirs stand up so many great banishes to set up a lot of the goals back that other way. Well, here we go now. It's going to be Torrchi trying to look for the KOs, but low on stagger. Can't do too much until you misstep, and then immediately you are gone. That's just not fair.
Yeah, these banishes are forcing out core flips and forcing out elusives. It's really well played from Lunirs. Look at that anomaly, almost able to get the second goal barrier. Oh, Torrchi dies there. Does grab the orb. Kira has core flip. Really nice. Giga Blast buys a lot of time, and he's going forward past Zralia, so Zralia can't really do anything. Core flip comes out, passes to the opposite side, and Torrchi is back up. Banish misses.
Oh, Banish missed.
Lunirs almost has core flip though.
Yeah, but with the Banish miss, so there's going to be a moment you'd feel like where we could see the Z start to bring it back. Core flip. Not enough to muscle it through. Zenasis thinking about pushing forward. Lunirs actually is, but on low stagger. Can't do too much. Just goes for the flip shot in dark. Doesn't work out. Now Zenasis is going to push it back the other way. Pass up to ZINNIAAA, but not able to get it in. Zralia doing what they can to try and muscle it in. Good dodge from Kruha as Lunirs jumps back. Kura's there to provide some help. Puck gets flipped. Back up to the top. ZINNIAAA, no. Shot off the wall, but it's to Zralia, who crosses up the goalkeeper, and we're tied to a piece.
Yeah, 2 apiece. LGBZ is trying to come back in the set. I mean, they still have to win one more after this, even if they win this. And all they have to do is Torrchi and Lunirs have to find 1 kill. They have to find 1 banish, 1 dash punch, and the game's just maybe over for them. Banish does whiff here. As I said that, the pillar will probably secure almost a goal barrier here if Torrchi can get a dash punch. R comes out, not able to find it. And Zralia finds a kill, and they find the goal gate. Now, Kira is trying to play aggressively. Almost has core flip, but is low on stagger.
Yeah, like, here's the problem. If you're not getting the KOs on the Hunters, you're going to lose out to the speed, to the momentum, and just to the striking power, as you see right there. Next set goes to LGBZ, and guess what? We're going to a 5th set. And this is only the first game. Extra special Oh, you know everyone wants it, but it's going to be going to the Drakkar just to take it away.
Wait, that's actually so big. Drakkar doesn't get any projection speed awakenings. That's insane.
Yeah,
now,
that's a little...
we'll probably take 10 plus 3. Actually, Catalyst, I believe they have Fire Up as well. They do. That is going to be insane power. The Deadeye. Dubu Hunters look so good out of this awakening. These awakenings will make such a difference in the game. But they do get the big fish on the side of Zralia.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough, though, because I love... Like, out of all of that, my favorite actually might be the Deadeye on Lunirs, because Lunirs has been so good on those banishes and setting up the anomalies, which does get, like, you know, the benefit from it. It's even more KO pressure. Like, Lunirs has to be hitting those banishes. Like, that still is the catalyst for this entire team composition and coming together. It falls on Lunirs right now, but if they can find those banishes, if they can find those moments, it should go their way. But if they don't, it goes the other way out, and I don't like seeing Lunirs on their own. I don't like seeing Torrchi being held out to dry, but if you're a fan of the 3Zs, well, you love seeing that, an early KO for the team in blue.
Yeah, and they're able to get the gold barrier just after that. Still 5 seconds on Torrchi. The anomaly will clear for the time being. Kira uses the anomaly to clear. Xena just gets it through.
Yeah, I'm surprised, actually. That was the most passive and sort of conservative-looking approach we've seen from the Dubu Hunters yet. Good job from the 3Zs right there as they were able to just isolate and take out Torrchi, force the power play, get the goal. That's what you want to see. And again, they have the speed to do that. Then, they also have the speed to get caught out as well. Good KO from Torrchi, and now advantages are going to come back the other way. And here comes that range shot. Look at the damage it does!
Yeah, not able to find the kill, more importantly, but Torrchi has core flip. He has the fire up. Core flip came down from Xena there, not for much. Torrchi still lives, despite having no elusive now, trying to find anything. The R goes in, but Xena does not die. Kira is going for it, has core flip, finds the angle, not able to, barely, does not find the goal. Now, Giga Blast misses. Zralia tries to find it, the clear comes through, and the Fiddler comes through to deny it for the time being.
This is so good for LGBZ, but they needed to turn it into a goal, yet Torrchi instead finds that KO once again. Banish misses, so actually ZINNIAAA could have kept the pressure on. There wasn't going to be a lot of KO pressure back on them for another 5 seconds, but by now cooldowns have come back. Giga Blast throws it up to Torrchi. He wanted to throw it back to Lunirs, but with that spawn, Zralia is going to help make the save. Lunirs on the bot side all alone, but has 3 defenders in their way. Torrchi trying to disrupt Xena, but can't quite do it. Now Xena will cross that midfield line. Lunirs pushes it into the hole. That's not the angle you want. ZINNIAAA goes high, but the core flip keeps the barrier alive. And now Torrchi versus Zenasis. The Zenasis makes the save.
Yeah, Torrchi is just being denied here. Now it's a 2v1, and the dash punch just wins.
Oh my, here we go. Match point. And in this fifth set, I should say, I hate to call him out, but Lunirs, we haven't seen, outside of that one, any big banishes yet this set. And again, the team composition so relying on it. But now Lunirs steps forward, and this is what I wanted to see. Banishes the goal keep. Oh, but couldn't get the anomaly to pop. A bit unfortunate right there. Good job from the Z's, able to avoid that initial pressure. And now, they don't get the KO on Torrchi. Instead, it goes the other way.
Yeah, now Lunirs has the core flip with the fire up. The fire up advantage is insane, but they can't secure the goal just yet. 4 seconds on 2, and Kai's going forward. They need to get this goal right now, and it's a little too late. They get the kill on Torrchi, and they still can't get the goal.
No, it's tough. It's a difficult play now. Zralia feeling confident, pushing forward to the core flip in front of the goal, but that anomaly nearly takes it back the other way. Good thing Zenasis was aware that, hey, something could go wrong. Torrchi unable to get the KO. Consilia goes toward the dodge, sets up the goal, and we have our first match over to LGBZ.
It was interesting that they're able to take that. It was almost a reverse sweep there, and you know, as much as the Giga Blast made a difference, I think maybe the Dubu may have been more effective here, but I also want to see the Drakkar ban again. I really don't see the value in not banning Drakkar against Xena here.
I am also leaning on maybe throwing out that Juliet ban as well, if I'm kind of thinking, because, I don't know, both Zralia and Torrchi are amazing Juliets, so it's tough to say, but that was such a tough series. That series could have gone either way with it, but again, you know, being able to avoid some of those KOs at key moments, it was tough. I'm so excited that was only one. I'm hoping this one could go the distance again, but hey, if you're those 3 Zeds right now, you're feeling pretty good. You've got 2 chances now to take this tournament out after winning that first match.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they need to ban the Jakar. I mean, I don't really think their ban got much value out of here. They want to play this Julia Jakar Dubu. That is LGBZ's main comp that they're shooting for, and Dubu Hunters just didn't have the ban ready for that.
And we'll see how it plays out as we're going to be hopefully getting into our next match quite closely. Timer's ticking onto this one, but it's been a long day, and you have to remember that extra series as well that the Dubu Hunters have had to play, that could affect, you know, the fatigue in situations like this, especially seeing how many of these have been going the distance, how many set 5s we've been gumming at. So here we go, loading in to our second map, and we finally get it, Atlas's Lab. Let's go.
We'll have to see here what pulls out. Amy's pretty good on this map. Asher, looks like Torrchi is looking for this. Are they going to ban the Juliet if he's severing the Asher? Looks like they're going to ban Jakar. This is the correct ban. This is the correct ban. There's no reason to let Jakar through.
Especially on Atlas's Lab, right? When you never know when someone can just run through and kind of proc that black hole. Jakar can be so great at it. Rune also going to be taken away. I mean, we saw before how well the Dubu Hunters play around that Rune pick. They're going to have to try and mix it up this time around. That's going to be an immediate lock-in Asher on Torrchi, though. Not wanting to run the Juliet back. Again, in those sort of more narrow maps, perhaps not as strong. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't opt for Zentaru as Vice going the other way.
Yeah, it looks like LGBZ are probably going to run this Vice Zentaru comp that we've seen. Actually, the Rasmus comes out. All right, it might be a Rasmus goalie. Probably isn't, but it is a chance.
I actually think there's a good chance it's going to be the Rasmus goalie. No, okay, it's going to be the Kai goalie.
It's going to be the Kai goalie.
I would have liked the Rasmus goalie on this map. I actually would have been down
same.
for oh, well, is what it is. As we're going to see 2 Kai goalies instead. No one really wants to go too hard in the melee, I guess, with the black hole. I'm a little bit sad by that. I wanted to see it happen.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Lunirs can get on this aim. We haven't seen a lot of it this tournament, but he has it prepared. Apparently now Torrchi trying to hit this forward. Torrchi just getting damaged here. They need to get an angle here because their goalie is low, but they get a gold barrier really early on, and ZINNIAAA is really low.
Yeah, ZINNIAAA, see what they're going to be able to bring. I mean, that's going to be a barrier on the other side. Zralia gets that one uncontested, and thanks to the lucky stars that Torrchi wasn't level 2 with the dividing path barrier right there, because that would have been a KO, but still now it comes out too little too late. Oh, that was a dangerous supernova.
Yeah, very dangerous supernova, and they're trying to pressure it through, but they're just not able to get the angle right now. Torrchi is staggered. The black hole makes it a little awkward here, and Torrchi is now dead. Lunirs needs to be able to help with the clear here. Here is holding it down for the time being. Lunirs gets a good clear. Giga Blast. Nice cyber swipe. Lunirs almost has core flip. Almost can score this. But
that's
the
it.
power chord.
Rocking out. Like, ZINNIAAA started off pretty awkward in that point, not gonna lie. Kind of missed a couple power chords, almost outgoaled it with the supernova, but turned it around with one swift strike right there. So the 3Z is continuing off that momentum that they had at the end of that last match. Turret, though, is going to take down the first barrier, and Kruha, again, forward enough. KO, though, goes in favor of the other side. I think that was the Pendulum that got it, or a power code, not quite sure which ability found it, but what I do know is here comes the pressure from those 3Zs, and they're looking a lot more like they did in the Winners Final now.
Yeah, it just seems like they're just able to kill Dubu Hunters way too fast, and now Torrchi and that's an unfortunate gold bear. All gold bears are now open, and ZINNIAAA has core flip, uses it, not able to find it. Good barrage by Kira.
Oh, Zenasis, the Zenasis, I should say, also has missed their little barrage, but not going to matter too much. Still going to be a 2v3. ZINNIAAA, how much pressure can you put on a Vice in this situation? Well, the power cord does try to delay some time. Stun, not going to be enough to find the goal. Barrage into the Giga Blast. Actually sees a teammate get KO'd instead. A little bit awkward, so the power play coming the other way. Does touch, pass to themselves. Not enough to break a Kruha just yet, who does have a core flip available if needed. Black hole gets popped immediately, and Lunirs and Kruha doing what they can to stay alive. Very late touch, avoids the supernova. Core flip still being held on to.
Yeah, Torrchi is trying to live in this midfield, but it's a little hard here. He's trying to get this forward. Fast footer comes out, but he's not able to find anything, and he's now low again. Just the damage. Oh, Lunirs! What an angle! The dash strike. Zenasis was not able to react to it, and they get the first goal.
Oh boy, I have a feeling we could be in for another long one the way how this is playing out. I mean, that second point, it looks so good for the Triple Z, but unfortunately for them, they weren't able to keep that aggression all throughout. And I mean, Kruha was able to save onto that core flip as well. Might have to use it sooner than later at this rate, though, because that pressure can easily get flipped down. Yet with the KO, all of a sudden Kruha again pushing to that opposite corner. ZINNIAAA, though, with the midfield positioning, does force Kruha back because you can't pass it to a teammate if someone's there to intercept.
Yeah, now Torrchi with the pass splitter isn't able to force the second goal barrier. It's a little close there, but both the midfielder and the goalie are staggered here, and Torrchi just hits it in.
Yeah, the double stagger made everything so risky, especially with an Asher right in their face. The stun kind of helping set that up as well. So a bit of teamwork, a bit of pressure. Despite the strong positioning initially, again, the Dubu Hunters are able to bring it back, and now set point. And they're putting the initial pressure off the kickoff as well. Stun doesn't make contact, but still the core initially stayed away from the barrier. It does find it when it's said and done. Black Hole gets busted, but the core went the wrong way for the 3Zs.
Yeah, now Torrchi trying to look for an angle here. ZINNIAAA is low, is staggered, not able to get killed though. But Torrchi finds a lot more damage. Core flip comes out. Nice delay, nice kill. Kira plays it perfectly. Torrchi now trying to find the second goal barrier past the Lunirs. And they do get the second goal barrier eventually. 5 seconds on the Vice to get back up. Kira trying to pass. Gets the Lunirs. The AVR comes out, not able to find it just yet, but the glitch pop, and Torrchi is able to hit it in.
Yeah, Zralia unfortunately kind of got caught in the turret right there, and that left the Zenasis all on their own. So in the 2v1, the stuff does come through, and it was the good stuff. The stuff that gives the Dubu Hunters a 1-set lead. Still a lot of time left in this one. Oh my god, prime time, 1-2 punch, specialized trading, Deadeye. There's so many good things here.
Yeah, Vice gets the prime time, but the specialized trading on the Giga Blast might make the difference. Stagger Swagger on Asher gets a little more healthy. Deadeye on the Kai won't make too much of a difference, but it is a little more damage. Twin Drive is nice. Peak Performance gives a little more speed. Eagles and 1-2 were not picked up.
Yeah, kind of. Well, again, no melees and no reason for, I guess, the 1-2. A little bit sad to see it fall to the wayside, but it is what it is, and what it is right now is some early turret pressure helping get that first barrier. So the Dubu Hunter still looking good. I like that divide. The Supernova not quite as effective just yet. Lunirs sits back, helps set up Kruha to try to get it to Torrchi, who's actually taking quite low on the stagger count. Needs to be careful as we move forward.
Yeah, now waiting for this. Oh, it's a little awkward. They had a good save in the first one, but now he's dead. Double kill with the death touch. No way they can't score this. Yeah, they just score it. Unfortunate angle gets both barriers down when it probably only should have been one, and then just the damage came in, and LGBZ are able to secure this first goal of the set.
Yeah, double barrier, double KO. All good for the Triple Z side as the Black Hole upstanding, and Torrchi needs to be a little bit careful right now. It's quite low, but not quite within that KO threshold. Nice use of the special, gets the first barrier, but now Torrchi really low. In fact, they're staggered low, yet Zenasis, well, looks like they missed with the with that big blast right there. So the Giga Blast, no, that comes through. ZINNIAAA and Supernova doesn't make contact either.
Oh, what a save! Kira loses exactly 0 goal barriers that time. Absolutely unhinged. Torrchi now trying to hit this forward. Lunirs trying to get it to him. ZINNIAAA almost has core flip though. The firewall sentry does not hit the core though, and Zralia is almost staggered. ZINNIAAA, core flip finds only 1 goal barrier though, and Torrchi finds the second.
That core flip felt a little unnecessary, not gonna lie, but I mean, maybe they're in their heads a bit. Oh, Zralia needs to be careful, but instead they turn it around. It is gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, so now it's a 2v2 in overtime. Cooldowns are gonna favor the team in blue a little bit more as Kruha pushes forward, gets immediately power corded back, and well, that's the risk of the forward goalie. Second barrier does fall. Supernova not gonna make contact. Late pass. Turret gets set. Here comes the pressure. Here comes the goal. Torrchi ties us up in set 2.
Great regress off the respawn of Torrchi. Just the firewall sentry blocks one area and Torrchi blocks the other. Nothing you can do to save there.
And not much can be done as ZINNIAAA helps destroy that black hole. Zralia trying to do what they can. I mean, Torrchi still got time, so can't be in the middle for a little bit. Has to go elusive after picking up the orb, just trying to save that health. Either way, you can see ZINNIAAA just absolutely getting bullied now by Torrchi, and down they go. The snipe from Kruha gets the KO.
Giga Blast. Portland comes out, secures the second goal barrier. Now Torrchi just wants to get it into the net. Lunirs trying to pass it through, but Zralia is playing a really good midfield right now. Kruha trying to get it forward. Torrchi finally wins the strike war. Almost gets healed, barely lives there, but he's a little low on stagger. Now the AMR comes out and the glitch pop secures the goal.
That was disgustingly well timed, and this is turning into a very nice bounce back, I feel like, from the Dubu Hunters after that last series didn't really go their way. They're definitely fighting the aggressive edge right now, and it's interesting because it isn't really a team composition that, like, we would really see outside of Kruha on the Kai. Like, everything else kind of feels new to them, but hey, it's working out and showing, you know, they're a team of many faces, and this one's looking quite lethal as they take the second set.
Yeah, with the barrier beam just able to shove it in, not much you can do. No elusive to dodge it, and they're up 2-0 in sets again. We'll see if LGBZ can have a comeback here, but Amy gets Timeless Creator.
Oh, that's actually really great. I mean, that turret's going to be even more lethal. Zralia, that's a chance for that next pick. I'm kind of curious where they're going to go. Big fish get themselves large, and well, if you're a Vice at this stage, aerials is going to be the call.
I really don't like that there. The rapid fire is just so much more value, especially with the prime time. I guess Zenasis is able to get it and fire up for Torch.
Actually, let's not overlook what Zenasis has cooking right now, okay? You got the missile propulsion, the Deadeye, and the rapid fire. Like, Zenasis is going to be sort of that one-man artillery in the back line moving forward. Will it be enough to set up the reverse sweep? We'll see. I mean, ZINNIAAA already has had to kind of bust that supernova. Lunirs staggered, will rotate back, but it's got to be a KO on the opposite side.
Yeah, a little interesting here, but Zralia is able to get the second goal barrier. Now, Dubu Hunters have to find something else. Now, Torrchi trying to find it, just barely misses it. Can't get the second goal barrier in time, and ZINNIAAA is back up. Black Hole makes this interesting, does a little bit more damage to Torrchi, and Lunirs can't find the core. Now, Torrchi trying to find this, trying to find some angle. Zralia is half health, but they're just waiting here. Path Splitter misses. Very big cooldown. Just out. But now the AMR comes out. It's timeless now. They are trying to get it through, and they do buy enough time for it to go down.
Oh, that was a scary moment for Torrchi right there. Good side step of the Death Touch as the pressure comes from the other side. Barrage buys time into a forward-spacing core. When your goalkeeper walks past two forwards to chase the core, and it works out, you go, hey, nice job, buddy. When it doesn't work out, you kick it from the team. But right now, Kruha doing what they can. Kruha now looking for Lunirs. This time they don't connect. The Black Hole's going to blow a Death's Touch. Doesn't make contact, and Zralia gets denied by Lunirs, who turns it into a deep tower play, and yet the turret doesn't find the barrier.
Yeah, Fireball Sentry buys time, but Zralia's and ZINNIAAA combo to just get the core in.
Yeah, it was a little too brutal at the end, so the 3Zs, if they're going to mount their comeback, this would be the start of it. First goal goes their way. The dividing barrier doesn't really find too much when it's all said and done. In fact, it's actually going to be a barrier falling on the other side, so let's see what Zralia can do leading the charge. Lunirs tries to bounce it down low. Torrchi's got to be careful because they are taking it quite low themselves on the stagger. Supernova, again, this time it made contact with the core, but goodbye to that goalkeeper, and hello to the goal.
The Giga Blast wins the entire round, and Torrchi perfectly finishes the round.
Those Giga Blasts from Kruha, even in the first series, were massive, and we're seeing them come into play again as Amy's turret does what it can. Yet Lunirs and Torrchi are quite low. Expect to see some KO hunting. ZINNIAAA is able to avoid it, but it comes at the cost of the top barrier.
Yeah, but now one barrier traded for each. Now Torrchi trying to find the second. Trying to just wait for CDs to get back up. Self-passing. Lunirs is staggered. The Death Touch doesn't find him. Oh, that was really interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Zralia will be happy using that pendulum in that situation, right? Like, they wanted the Death Touch to be enough for that KO.
Yeah, now Kruha does have core flip, and they do have a striker advantage for a second here, but ZINNIAAA is now back up. The Fireball Sentry comes out and is not able to find much. Path Splitter finds a bit. Nice elusive from ZINNIAAA. Barely saves their lives. And now the Supernova finds a kill. Torrchi looking for the kill. Can't find it. Core flips for both them. Core flip for damage on ZINNIAAA. And the Giga Blast secures the kill. Core flip secures the clear.
Dude, these Giga Blasts, they have been so strong. You cannot deny their impact. It feels like this has been our longest point yet, though, so far this grand final. Oh, the Zenasis somehow keeping that barrier safe, even through the turret as well. As we get crossed up one more time, finally the barrier falls. Black Hole is up, but no one quite in that lethal range because Lunirs was just getting the job done on the side regardless. Power play in favor of the Dubu Hunters. The pressure in favor of them as well. They're one goal away from taking us to a third match.
Yeah, Torrchi, they stand in a line, they're just able to get through the entire kit of Kai. And now they need one more goal to tie this 1-1 in the series.
Here we go. Torrchi wants to lead the charge. Able to get to that back corner. First barrier will fall. Zenasis trying to rotate down. Death's Touch doesn't quite hit its mark. ZINNIAAA doing what they can. Throws it down low, but again, the defense momentarily holds. More pressure coming down. Second barrier will fall. A chance for the 3Zs. Take us to that 5th goal, but no, Zenasis hits it into their own barrier.
Now Torrchi has core, but they need to get it forward. They need to not lose core. Oh, Zralia tries to find the kill, but can't. Now, core flip goes through and hits the angle. Torrchi, with the flip, with the angle, secures the first game of the series, and now it is 1-1. What an angle.
That is a disaster for the 3Zs. Own barrier goes down. The demon angle, as I saw someone call it in the Twitch chat immediately as that one went through. Big time plays from the Dubu Hunters, and guess what? We're going one more match. We're doing this one more time. A quick look at the stats. I mean, ZINNIAAA, 27k damage. Zralia, 6 KOs. Neither enough to turn it back around
Kruha,
because
6 KOs by themselves. The goalie was matching Zarelia's skills.
Giga blasting, man. It's like, you know, Danny DeVito in Always Sunny. He's just started blasting, man. He just started blasting, and here we go. One more, and I like. How do you ban it out? What do you target? Obviously, it depends. I think obviously on which map we go on, but I mean, both these teams have proven to be so effective on the aggressive forwards. I mean, the Juliet, that's always going to get locked in. I feel like both of them are going to be playing that right now. So, who do you kind of take away to kind of get rid of some of that helpful attacking support?
I just think as long as Dubu Hunters ban Drakkar, they should have a good shot at winning this.
Drakkar seems to be that X factor, as much as I hate to say it. We'll see where we are. We'll see where we go. I mean, it would have been fitting to return to Omni Village, but instead we're going to go to Amy Zap one more time. Last time, it went in favor of LGBZ. We'll see where it goes this time around.
Yeah, we'll see if the Rasmus ban comes out. The Drakkar ban will come out for the Dubu Hunters.
It'll be Drakkar.
I swear, this is all they need to win the game. Just ban Drakkar.
I expect to see the Rune ban go through as well. No, it's going to be a Rasmus ban, so... Oh, we're not going to get double fishing anymore.
No more fishing. Unfortunate, no double fishing, but Lunirs gets his Rune, and this allows Kruha to play really heavily forward. He looks like he's going for the Dubu here. The arrow comes out. Actually, Giga Brain. Arrow's a really good pick against Dubu, but I do believe it stacks a little too much midfield pressure.
Yeah, it's going to be hard again, though. When I look at the Dubu Hunter side, I'm seeing Lunirs on this Rune. And I remembered how reliant they were, and it just kind of went invisible during that 5th set. So you can't afford to have that happen again. That's where my focus will be. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how people play around the hole as already Torrchi looking for early KOs on ZINNIAAA.
Yeah, but really good pillar from Lunirs. Finds the goal gate really early on. Now, Torrchi's trying to find the goal. Barely saves there. A little bit of a Sorensen angle. Now, Lunirs trying to hit it forward. Does get a top side, but he can't actually secure it. No stuff. Zenos is trying to clear here. Pillar not able to hit it back. Torrchi is staggered, but he's still looking for it. Misses the dash punch, and it still gets cleared.
Torrchi in a bit of trouble right now. As oh no, that's a little awkward. But Kruha's bailed out by Lunirs. Fair enough.
Oh, Torrchi!
Right there. And now Torrchi staggered, still stays standing. There they go.
Gets found out by the Diva Dash eventually. That was a little close, but Kruha does have core flip. Tries to kill with the core flip, just barely misses now. R comes out from Zralia, not able to find the kill. Now the banish comes out, and too low health.
Wow.
Misses the angle, both on the save and on the kill. Now, Dubu Hunters need to find something here. Lunirs almost has core flip. Torrchi wants to get it forward. Can't really get it past ZINNIAAA right now. Goes to Zralia, but Kruha with the Tofu Fortress finds the kill.
Dude, these Fortress kills Kruha has been finding throughout has been pretty big to see. Also, we do need to mention Kruha back on the Dubu after 2 games of Kai. That should be a scary side moving forwards. Here we go, Kruha up to Torrchi, who keeps it up high. Zenasis lets it get behind them. Still has the core flip available, by the way, and does use it to flip the map. Easy save for Kruha, but can't get into the log. Either way, Lunirs has been waiting for something. Now finally starts to get a little bit involved before jumping to the opposite side. They're low on stagger, but even lower is the KO'd ZINNIAAA, and that opens the pathway for the first goal.
Yeah, Torrchi is able to secure that first goal in what is a very long first goal for this series.
It was, but I mean, again, Amy Zap, the goals went long last time we were here as well. These two teams, they go back and forth. And I wonder right now, will pressure come into play? Because, like, it's been a long day. You're in a grand final. There's a bit of prize money involved. The nerves should be starting to kick in because there are very, very few OCE competitions like this. Like, this is going to be a pretty new experience as the Banish leads to a KO.
Yeah, now trying to find the goal gate. ZINNIAAA is holding it down, but not for long enough. Kira does have core flip. Lunirs, really good pillar, really good dash punch from Torrchi, and the Dubu Hunters get the second goal.
I love how perfect of a pass that was from Lunirs to get it back to themselves to put it in. Like, that setup was clean. The goal was clean as well. The Dubu Hunters up 2-0 in this first set. They won the first set last time we were here. I'm pretty sure. No, they didn't. Sorry, they won sets 2 and 3. So they didn't win this first set last time we were here. They can find a way to bring it back as the barrier falls. Banish, but no anomaly straight away. Now it comes in late and not enough to take ZINNIAAA down.
Yeah, but as a trade of goal bearers here, ZINNIAAA and Torrchi are staggered. ZINNIAAA is looking for the tornado, but not able to find it now. Lunirs is trying to play the angles. Torrchi gets the kill on the Juliet, and ZINNIAAA is still staggered.
Oh, this is dangerous. Core flip used by ZINNIAAA to kind of flip it back, had the angle. But Kruha reads the shot, able to get back there in time. Still a dangerous power play, but a nice respawn straight into the Dubu Fortress. Kruha denying a chance for a counter. It's a banish. No anomaly, though. Zaralia's going to be lucky to stay alive. In fact, it's going to be a snipe the other way down. Falls at Juliet. Zralia tries to force it in, doesn't find it. ZINNIAAA tries to follow it up and eventually does get the goal. This set's not over yet.
Yeah, Kruha had a couple good saves, but just they weren't able to secure it when they had the player advantage. And now it's 2-1. Dubu Hunters need to finish this set out soon, and they need to get the advantage in the Awakening draft.
See if they find it as, oh, Maelstrom throws Torrchi all the way back straight actually into Zralia. Almost backfired there. Zralia able to stay standing, although they are going to be staggered. Barrier falls, so they're going to try to keep the aggression on Zralia. Very fortunate that the Fortress doesn't push them away because now ZINNIAAA can put pressure on that top half. Zralia tries to create the space. Kruha does make that first save. Now Kruha has to sidestep another Maelstrom. The banish is going to lead to 2 anomalies, but not enough for KO. Instead, the KO happens on the back line, and Zenasis is able to pick him off.
Yeah, traded Juliet's career has core flip here. Lunirs wants to find an angle here. Gets the goal gate. That's really big. It's now a little equal now. Kura does have core flip. Little overplay, but Torrchi's there to save. Kura has core flip still. ZINNIAAA tries to find it. Core flip only hits the goal. I mean the court. Now Lunirs hits it topside, forces the core flip out of Zenasis. Now clear. Tofu Fortress. Torrchi trying to find it, but he gets slowed by ZINNIAAA. Now Lunirs has to find an angle. Torrchi does though, and Torrchi gets the first set for the Bounty Hunters.
That was so unlucky on a couple key moments right there for like LGBZ. First of all, that respawn for the save was hilarious. But also again, just that angle finding its mark and well,
he gets the dancer.
Orb Dancer Dubu going on Kruha. Oh, how does he always get Orb Dancer? How does this keep happening, man?
Absolutely gaming. It looks like Arrow go prime time, so that means Juliet will get big fish. Deadeye even better for the Rune. It's a little weird giving over prime time to the Era, but it's not that big of a deal when you get big fish and Deadeye in return.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. It's kind of crazy because like I rank stacks on stacks, peak performance, and prime time so high, but I kind of can't help but feel like
Oh.
The better off on that one would be the blue side, as it's a quick double KO for Torrchi. I mean, putting that big fish to good use with the primary cooldown. And now in the 3v1, what can Zenasis do? We'll watch the core fall into their net. 1-0 lead. The Dubu Hunters, they're marching closer to this tournament victory.
Really good strikes from Kira, able to keep them in that round and able to get them a goal really early on. Now he's got to emulate that. They got to find these kills, but it's going to be a little hard with Eris making Torrchi small. Now Torrchi trying to find the angle. Nice, elusive, and he gets the orb. Very good, well played. Oh, he barely doesn't die there. Now Lunirs is trying to find an angle here. Torrchi is trying to find the goal gate. Zralia misses the punch. Kruha trying to play defensively. The Dubu walls come out, not for really much, and Torrchi gets fouled out. The advantage buys time for Lunirs to find an angle here, and it's 5 seconds till Torrchi's back up. Portal comes out.
Yeah, they're just killing time, and they're doing a good job at it as well. The fact that the barrier is going to survive this power play nearly. I say nearly because Zralia does get at the tail end of it all. Like, that was pretty strong defense. Obviously not strong enough right now because the pressure and the advantage should go to those 3Zs, especially with the KO that they're going to find courtesy of one ZINNIAAA. ZINNIAAA all alone up top. Core flip will lead to the pass up to them, finds the tight angle, and it's a tie set, one apiece.
Yeah, they're just able to find a lot more kills and able to just stabilize. Now Torrchi and Lunirs have to find these kills. They have to find these banishes. It's a really close game, but it's very kill oriented. They have to find the angles. Banish comes out, going to look for the kill. Not able to find it fully, and Zralia is able to dodge the dash punch, but not the flame flurry.
Yeah, the flaming flurry, it gets enough. It's flaming hot. It's a good KO. It's a down barrier though, and here comes the Dubu Hunters. Just a straight shot from Kruha down the middle is enough for the goal. Oh boy, one away from getting themselves to set point. This is massive.
Kruha, really well played, able to find that out. Now, Torrchi almost out of score flip, but ZINNIAAA has theirs. Now, Zralia finds the goal gate. Core flip comes out, and the Dubu wall is just a little too slow.
Oh boy. This is a huge point. This is a very much a series-defining point right now because the difference between being 2-0 up and 1-1, or more importantly, the difference between being 2-0 down and 1-1 is massive. So this goal is going to kind of paint out the trajectory moving forward. Here we go. Early KO from Torrchi. Is able to find the barrier as well. This looks good for the Hunters because here comes Kruha from up top. Not even needed. Torrchi will do it themselves. And it is now 2-0, 1 set away. The Dubu Hunters looking to take this third match.
Insane play by Kruha. They're actually able to get past that Dubu wall, and Torrchi able to finish off the goal. Now, Torrchi gets built different. Double size on Torrchi is insane here. Now, what will the Julia take on the other side? We'll take the funny happy star.
Yeah, keep it away from, you know, this terrifyingness that is Kruha. Kruha instead going to opt for the quick strike. Specialized training falling quite late, but you need to keep that away, I feel like, from the rune, so fair enough. A lot of interesting picks right now as we kind of gear up for this next thing, but the big winner has to be Torrchi.
Yeah, Rune gets the credit of this mostly to deny from ZINNIAAA, and now we have to see how much. Like, look, ZINNIAAA just made Torrchi small. He's about normal size.
Ooh, good elusive right there from Zralia, but Torrchi's already immediately on him. And that's the terrifying thing about this Rune Julia combo, right? You avoid the anomaly somehow after getting banished, and then all of a sudden you just have, you know, the Juliet in your face just finishing you off just in case. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so actually now with the Chrono Boost, his pillars do not last long enough. If he puts pillars straight after he banishes, the pillars will expire before they come out of banish. So it's a little awkward here with the Chrono Boost being taken by Lunirs. Now, yeah, he's waiting a little, but it buys time for Zralia to come down and body block the pillars.
And we've seen, you know, how important it is for sort of, you know, those anomalies to connect right after the pillars. Like, it's, we'll see what happens. So far, it's been a really good job from the Z's to be able to avoid them. Barrier does fall, though, and Torrchi with a double KO using the core flip for it. That will set up the 2v1. That will set up the goal. Big time play from Torrchi.
Yeah, Torrchi able to find the double kill. And now it is 1-0 in what is already 2-0. Bounty Hunters look like they want to end this, and Torrchi is big enough too.
2 goals
Oh,
away.
what a
Torchi's
kill!
already found the KO. Look, Kruha may have been the MVP of this event, but if we're talking about this last game, it has been all Torrchi thus far. Kruha steps forward, trying to get the goal with the Dubu Fortress, not able to find it. Instead, it's going to be the log. They are now on tournament point.
What a presence of mind from Torrchi. He saw Kira's log was a little farther than the boards, and he was just able to find the log, and it went in. Great presence of mind from Torrchi, able to find that goal. Now Banish comes out. Trying to find the play, able to time it right. So Zralia is staggered, but they don't find the kill just yet, and ZINNIAAA finds the goal gate. But Kira has core flip. Trying to find any sort of segments. Core flip comes out, doesn't find the kill, but finds the clear. Torrchi with the strike, finds the kill finally.
Torrchi is too good. Torchi's just been too good. Like, they've not been able to stop this Julia. ZINNIAAA still pressing forward, trying to force something to happen, but keep your eyes on Lunirs. They're alone up top. Finally, the core goes their way. Anomaly wall will keep the pressure. That said, Torrchi just got KO'd, so this is the opening that the Z's need. Banish from Lunirs is there to buy time, and you can see Kruha just kind of passing it to himself until ZINNIAAA runs disruption. Still more defense, not going to be enough, and we're not done yet. The 3 Zeds start to fight back.
Yeah, unfortunate, Lunirs was not able to hit the pillar in time or in the right place to clear that, but it is still a 2-1 advantage, and Torrchi, as long as he doesn't get found out, there is a chance for them to just find a win. Great dash punch, finds a lot of damage early on, elusives the return dash punch, but they need to find this goal barrier. Torrchi is being focused out, he needs to go grab the orb, but he just wants to get the goal barrier. Lunirs is trying here, Anomaly's not enough. Kira has core flip, he has the orb dancer, but he needs to find an angle.
I mean, I would not be surprised if Kruha is saving that core flip to try to end this tournament themselves. Whoa! That was a little bit awkward of a body slam right there. That's going to come at the cost of the barrier. The double banish up top doesn't get any KOs. Dubu Fortress actually works against the Zenasis, so a little bit awkward right there as Kruha still continues to hold on. Has to sidestep the Maelstrom, but still, use of the anomaly is going to get the pressure. Back down goes one Torrchi, and I expect the goal to follow shortly. There's the core flip used defensively, but it's actually going to be Zenasis stepping forward. Zralia gets the goal, and we're again at a 2-2 set point.
Yeah, there's just been some unfortunate rolls, and Kira has not been able to secure the goal, and Torrchi's been being found out. They need to find an angle here. They need to find this last goal, or they have a chance of LGBZ coming back here.
I mean, Torrchi getting KO'd has led to both of those goals right now, and well, this time Torrchi's going to be the one to get the KO the other way. Core gets behind Zenasis. The barrier is open. This is the push that can end it. Banish pump. No! It gets pushed to the side. Shot comes through. Dubu wall makes the save yet again. Torrchi, though, will get the dunk. Will get the stuff. Will get the tournament. It is the Dubu Hunters getting a clean sweep in the third match to take down the Strikers Cup #4.
The Dubu Hunters find that, and Kira MVP as deserved. An absolutely godlike skater Dubu performance gets them the win in Game 3 of the Grand Finals.
Is Kruha the MVP? I feel like an argument could be made for Torrchi as well, at least in that third match. I mean, 12 KOs in 3 sets is not okay. It is just straight up not okay.
Torrchi played like a god as well, and Garrett was there to hold up the backline. Absolutely insane play from everyone, but especially from the Dubu Hunters.
Yeah, it was fantastic stuff from them, and hats off to like LGBZ. They had an amazing run through that winners bracket. They got the better of the Dubu Hunters back in that winners final, and to be quite honest, we'd be sitting at 3-3 right now if we were to kind of piece it all together. So I'll be curious to see what happens. I think there's going to be a little bit of a grudge and hopefully a beginning of a respectful but fierce rivalry between these two. That's what I want to see, because I again, they match up so well. And I know we've been talking a lot about Kruha. We've been talking a lot about Torrchi. Let's not downplay the fact that this ZINNIAAA-Zralia combo, when they start clicking, they are probably the 2 deadliest like forwards like in this region.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Torrchi just happens to be the best solo forward, able to just win those strike wars, and that was a little bit too important in this game.
Yeah, it was. It was fantastic stuff from Torrchi, and a fantastic event, realistically, from start to finish. Great to see. There's our, prize pool up on screen. That is what they were playing for. $300 going over to the likes of the Dubu Hunters. And again, this is great. Like, the fact that we have a prize pool is all in, like, again, 3 digits. Fantastic stuff to see. And I'm excited to only see this scene grow from here. I'm excited to see, where we can get from this point moving forward. But this was the new chapter, I feel like. I think there's going to be, hopefully, more events in the future, more competitions, more teams, more players. That's what we want to see right now, trying to help this scene grow. And this is that fantastic start.
Yeah, we always love seeing scenes go from NA to Europe, and especially OS, the third English-speaking region. Finally getting a lot more tournaments, a big prize pool here, and really fun tournament to cast and to watch.
Yeah, and also, I see you guys in the chat calling for it. We're trying to get some interviews set up. We're on it right now. We're trying to piece it together. We're going to get those winners interviews, hopefully, for you guys. I want to have a chat. I want to have a chat with this team. First of all, just to let them vent out how much I've been mispronouncing Kruha's name throughout this entire event. I think it's only fair he'll get a chance to kind of dress me down for it, but also kind of want to talk about, some of these strategies. And again, I still want to go back to that Octavia goal. I need to break that down. I want to learn more about it. So they will be joining quite soon, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they have joined.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, they're ghosts at the moment, but they can hear us, I believe. So we can only hear your voices, so maybe it's best you introduce yourselves in a way that, people can put a name to the sounds that they're hearing.
Hello. I'm Kruha. Fucking big Doc Octavia mastermind, dude. Oh.
Big Octavia mastermind.
All right. And the others can speak up too. Like, you're all in here right now. We don't have to do this one at a time. You're a team. You get to do the
all right.
together.
Yo, I'm Lunirs, the Rune, Amy, Rasmus.
Oh, Torrchi, Juliet player.
The Counter King.
Okay. I'm not saying this to throw flame. I'm just going to make an observation. Why is it that the most aggressive players in games always has the most polite voice, Torrchi? What is this? Oh yeah, hello, hi.
He's a beast.
You were a killer. You are a killer out there. So that's going to be my first question right now. All these Juliet mirror matches, do you take that as a little bit of a personal offense when people try to go toe to toe with your Juliet?
Oh, I don't know, man. I thought I was gonna get more Julie bans in this tournament, but
He gapped all the other Julies. Just saying.
I mean, that was how it came across back here. Some big gaps happening. Kruha, all right, I have to ask.
Yes.
Straight up. The Octavia goal pick. I personally loved it. I've never seen anything like that in a competitive environment like this, or people not trolling in solo queue. Was that a legit pick? Is that going to be a strat you're going to be looking to develop more in the future? What is the story behind it?
That is correct. Yeah. So when she first came out, I saw you can have infinite speed. And look, I'm a bit of a speed demon. Love me orb dances. Just love getting up halfway, grabbing enemy gold orbs. I mean, you've seen me. Yeah, so I just thought maybe she'd be able to really shove people off on Night Market and Demon Days especially. If you have the ST start, it makes the push that much more, which you obviously saw in that game. And I just love to have fun. I play so much better when I'm just playing like an idiot. If I get two in my head, you can definitely see it. So I'm just glad we got away with the win.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, kind of bouncing off that trend, I have to ask, that last set that you won, I believe it was the second to last goal, the one that went against your way, you were holding on to that core flip. And I was theorizing that you were holding on to it to try and get, the tournament winning goal for yourself. Is there any truth to that?
Look, I can't even remember what map we just played on. I've been I've been completely just out of it and in it at the same time. I'd look up and I'd say we won a set or lose a set. I couldn't keep track of the scores, couldn't keep track of orbs, CDs. I'm just running around playing Dubu. So that's how it went.
Fair enough. And I mean, you did quite well. Lunirs, kind of over to you right now. I want to talk about that winners final, not the grand final, but Oni Village 3 times in a row. A lot of those went the distance. That can take it out of a team mentally. How did you sort of bounce back from that loss and able to kind of find the strength to come back and then take the rest of the event?
Yeah, that was really rough. I think Oni Village as well is also probably our worst map. Me being a rune main, I really don't thrive on that map. So getting it 3 times in a row was a little bit tilting. I think the fact that we made it so close already on probably our worst map gave us a lot of confidence going into the next matches. We knew we could still take games, especially if it was a different map. I feel like the other maps play a lot more to our strengths, and we got a little bit lucky, I guess, and got some different maps this time around. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And I also kind of want to talk about the fishing you were able to do as well. The Rasmus mirror matches and the amount of double fishes that were happening throughout that one. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
What is your mindset? Do you consider that, neutral, a net gain, a net loss? Like, what's sort of the team mentality when you get, the double fish?
I think it's not a big deal. It just becomes a 2v2, and I mean, my team's nuts, so I know they're going to win the 2v2 anyway. I have a lot of respect for Mira's Rasmus, so yeah, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah, speaking actually of the opponents, anyone can answer this one as well. I mean, you won out in the end. You had to do it through that lower bracket, but someone just followed me on Twitch and it just randomly came up on the screen behind me. That's funny. What exactly it threw me off. Thank you, Stairman, for the follow. But like, who? I guess some of the other teams, do you feel like gave you the hardest time? Who was the biggest thorn in your side? And as a result, who was it the most satisfying to beat?
Look, every team we versed was absolutely sensational. I think Torrchi and Lunirs would agree with me that we really had to fight for every game that we played. Some of us having really good matches set, some of us having really bad, and we kind of just feed off each other's energy, keep it hype. But look, that grand final we just played was absolutely incredible. LGBZ, like Zralia, ZINNIAAA, and Zenasis are all incredible people, incredible players. There's psychopaths as well, so it's really hard to play against them all the time. But yeah, I'll shout out every team. It was an absolutely incredible tournament.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Also, I was teamed with Zralia last tournament, so to be up against her in grand finals, knowing that one of us is going to take it, was also took that a bit personally as well. Wanted to.
It always means more when it's against ex-teammates, doesn't it? That tends to be the case. Lumos, I'll throw the floor to you, actually. Do you have any questions you want to throw their way?
I mean, it was kind of insane seeing like how far you're playing with this Dubu. I've seen a lot of it in NA, but I've never seen just like the advantage you get with the rune pillars and just that ability to play so far forward with that. Like, where does that like placed out come from?
That comes from Dinos. He started playing the game on release, so he wasn't with the betas. And I didn't really like Dubu, obviously, because I'm a bit of a psychopath and I like to play halfway. I didn't really like not being able to, use an ult or a right click on Kai to kind of, take care of the sides. And then Dinos comes along. He's played the game for 3 weeks. He's already high challenger and he's already just destroying everyone. He walks up halfway and ults, and I look at him and I go, I want to do that. And that's it. So yeah, props to Dinos.
Inspiration. And then, I mean, did you go up against Dinos in this event, actually?
We did.
Yeah.
It was.
So he inspired his demise.
It was good to take him out. No, but yeah, like incredible player.
Excellent stuff. Look, I mean, it's been a long day. I'm sure you guys want to celebrate that victory. Final stage right now, is there anyone who you kind of want to thank for this one? Any sort of special shout outs for, putting up with, an entire weekend? I mean, it can be rough on those around you, but they showed that support. Anyone you'd like to thank?
First of all, I'd love to thank, Switch, Lumos, Formal. A round of applause to them three. They've been wonderful, absolute fantastic casters, and everyone else. Shout outs to the production team. You've got Jet W, we've got Snoo, we've got Nero working the back, making it really seamless for us, just so we can play Omega Strikers. That's what we want to do. They take care of the hard work and we have fun. So we're absolutely grateful for that. And yeah, that's from me.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Everyone who helped organize the tournament, it ran really smoothly, and to see so much support for like a relatively small scene is really, really cool to see.
Cool. All right, well, that's some great stuff. I'll let you guys off to celebrate and probably start scrimming for the next event.
Thank you so
whatever
much.
That may happen to be. And hope you guys stick together and have a great night.
Have a wonderful night. Thank you once again, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you. So there you have it. We got it. Yep.
And Max's social media. If you guys want to plug yourself at all, please, let the Twitch chat know, and I'm sure everyone would be very happy to give you guys a follow.
You know, we'll do that. We'll get to it. But I honestly, at this stage, I think we're the least important. The fact that, you know, we come in, as they said, you know, still a small growing community. I mean, Lumos has been here longer than I have. I'm still very much like new, and I still feel like a guest to this one. So realistically, the biggest thanks should go to the teams who participated. Again, further emphasizing the admin team that put this event together. And the fact that we're sitting with like 150 plus people in the Twitch chat after the event even ended, just to hear from the winners, just to kind of watch that out. Like, this is fantastic stuff, and this is what is going to be drawing more people in. This is where the excitement comes from, to see this growth. I mean, it's a fantastic game. It's a fantastic friendly scene. So a big thank you to everyone who joined along, to all the casters, both local, like, you know, Gex, who came in, Matsy coming in yesterday, and some of those international ones that we saw as well. I mean, Lumos being an example of it. What time is it, Lumos, by the way, where you are?
It is 6 a.m. So yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, I have to agree. I've been here for around like 2 years in the OS scene, since early alpha, and it's been an insane community. And I'm glad scenes like OS, scenes like EU have been growing, and I'm glad I was able to cast this tournament. The level of play was actually way above my expectations, and they played really well this tournament. Props to OS.
Yeah, props to OS. Okay, there we are. Someone, I think that's Jet's work plugging our socials there in the Twitch chat. But yeah, any follow obviously was kind of cool and all. But look, again, we said at the very start of this event, this feels like it's going to be the start of something bigger. And that is what I'm hoping to see. The new chapter, the growth, that's what we're going to be aiming for. So one last time, I'd like to thank you all for being a part of it. I'd like to thank you all for showing up, and to everyone who's volunteered their time to either play, participate, or watch along. It's fantastic stuff. Switch as well, doing a lot of the organizing, as well as Snoo, who also played. Actually, you know, special shout out to being able to play in the event, as well as do a big chunk of the organizing behind the scenes and like the graphics and all that, production. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. So a big thank you to all of them. I'm trying to look. Everyone who casted the event. I've misplaced my list of all the casters we had. I feel bad.
Gex, Yeesh,
Alex was the other one.
Alex,
I know my first name. I forget what his handle is. It was Alex. It was it was like a homunculus mess of letters, and at the very end was Alex. So I'm like, okay, your name is Alex. So yeah, for all the players out there who are worried that like I'm mispronouncing your name, no, I do it to everyone. All right, like if your name is complicated or hard to pronounce, it's the most Australian thing about me.
You've been the birth of many wondrous memes that the community is going to keep for quite a while, I'm certain. I bet you the names, the Riz and Kruha, will be taken very shortly for accounts, and we'll be seeing them on the leaderboards soon.
I tried my best to fix it today, or at least for the Kruha one, but I hope it sticks. Either way, I want to eat some dinner, man. I think it's time to say goodnight. It's been wonderful. Lumos, Switch, I'll leave you guys with the last words.
Yeah, as always. I mean, good morning to me, but good night to the rest of OS. It's been a pleasure casting. I'm always down to cast more OS tournaments. I just barely getting introduced to actually seeing what the scene can be, and I'm already excited with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, we hope to keep delivering on that and run some more events, and we love to have you guys. You've absolutely killed it, and we can't thank you enough. And the chat, as you can see, very much agrees. So thank you so much to everybody. Just an amazing event. I think it's all volunteers. The prize pool was all community funded. Like the Twitch chat, I'm sure all the people who got the prize pool up in the first place. You guys surpassed the goals so quickly, and we have money to in the stockpile for running more events in the future, and we will be doing it. Just thank you to everyone. An amazing experience.